Linear LED light is the next generation lighting solution which is very popular nowadays. Linear LED light offers bright and natural light for commercial building as well as residential places. Linear LED light is not only brighten your premises but also improve the beauty. Like other LED light, linear LED light has also its three main parts: light body, light source and driver. The light body of the LED linear light is made by aluminum profile, which is sometimes called aluminum extrusion, as aluminum has its good heat absorption and dissipation capability. The length of the LED linear light is not fixed, it depends on your project site. This is an example of LED aluminum profile, and this is called the aluminum extrusion or simply profile, and this is called the diffuser, and the diffuser is made by polycarbonate, sometimes it is simply called just PC, and this is the cross sectional design of the aluminum profile. And the LED strips or chips are installed in this aluminum profile like this. The most common installation methods are recess mounting, surface mounting and pendant mounting. Recess mounting is like this. This is the surface and this is the light, and this is an example of recess mounting. And surface mounting is like this. This is the surface and this is your light, and this is an example of surface mounting. And the pendant mounting is just like this, where the light is hanged from the surface by a suspension wire. According to your ceiling height and type, you shall choose your installation method. But if you don't have any false ceiling or embedded architectural design, you shall never choose the recess type like this. And if you install your light on a surface like this, you shall never waste your money by purchasing the hanging rope. And if you have enough ceiling height and if you want to install your light by hanging, then you buy the hanging rope. So when you buy the LED linear light, you must take over the installation method as well as the cross sectional design of your aluminum profile. This is a product catalog of LED linear light which I got from a Chinese manufacturer whose factory is situated in Zhongshan city of China. There are lots of aluminum profiles in this catalog, and these profiles are categorized by the installation method. Suppose these are surface mounted and these are surface mounted plus suspended. That means you can install this profile on your surface by screw or by clamp, or you can hang this profile from the surface by using suspension wire. And these are also suspended, and these are recess type. In this catalog, the model number of the aluminum profiles are chosen according to their cross-sectional dimension. Suppose if you are choosing TL3535, that means the cross-sectional dimension of this aluminum profile is 35 mm width and 35 mm height. You can also ensure the width and height from the cross-sectional design. Here the width is 35 mm and the height is 35 mm. This aluminum profile can be installed in two ways: surface mounted and pendant mounted. And these are some specifications of this light. The housing material is 6063 T5 aluminum alloy. Actually all manufacturers in China use this material to make the aluminum extrusion, and the length is 1 meter, 1.2 meter, 1.5 meter, 2 meter and 2.5 meter, and here the mark is customized. Actually they can make the light according to your need. They can make the light 4 meter, 9 meter as per your need, and the power is 15 watt, 20 watt, and these are also customized. If you need more watt, greater than 30 watt, the supplier can give you that watt. And the light source, that means 2835. Actually 2835 is the SMD model, that is called the surface mounted device, and I have already talked about this, which are surface mounted device. And these are the number of LEDs per meter. Actually according to your need, they will use the LEDs per meter. Suppose if you need more wattage of light, or if you need more lumens of your light, then they can use more number of LEDs per meter, and this is called a color rendering index, that is 80 or 90. According to your need, they can use Actually, color rendering index is depend on the LED. So if you need color rendering index 80, they will use the chip which have color rendering index 80. And this is the color temperature. Actually, the light color, which I already told, uh, warm color or cool color, and the color of the light is depend on the Kelvin temperature of the light. Suppose if you need cool color, then you choose 6000 Kelvin or 5000 Kelvin or 4000 Kelvin. And suppose if you need warm color, then you can choose 3000 Kelvin. And the driver is here externally. Sometimes this externally also called remote type. And the housing color means the aluminum body color. Suppose they can only have three colors: silver, sometimes this silver is also called silver anodized, and the black and white color. And black and white color, most of the manufacturer make the black and white color by using powder coating. And the cover, that is called PC cover, PC diffused. And the input voltage, constant voltage DC 20 volt. Actually this constant voltage 20 volt is supplied by the driver, who is convert the AC current to DC current. And this is also customized. If you need 12 volt, then the supplier can supply you. Actually the this board is depend on your chosen driver. And this is the PCB 10 MB PCB, also called strip. The strip is installed inside the aluminum profile. Here is the PCB, which is in white color, and the width of the PCB is 10 mm, but it is also customized. This is the lumen, and which is 65 to 75 lumen, but this is not the total lumen of your light. This is the lumen per watt. And you can also calculate the total lumen of your light of a certain length. Suppose your light is 2 meter, and your light is 20 watt per meter. So 2 meter length of light is total watt is 2 into 20, that is 40. So just multiply 40 into 75, then you can get the total lumen of your 2 meter of linear light. And the working environment, this is the working temperature. Suppose minus 20 degree to 40 degree Celsius. For a hot country where the average temperature is 25 or 30 degree Celsius, the light can be operate. And next one is the IP rating. Here the IP rating is IP40 and IP65. And IP65 is the waterproof, and IP40 is dust proof and little waterproof. But if you need IP20, just dust proof, the supplier can supply you. Suppose you want to install TL3535 in recess mounting, but it is not possible because 3535 can install only in two ways: surface mounting and pendant mounting. In this case, you shall choose recess mounting type. You can choose this one. The model number is TL5135, and in the cross sectional design, you see that the width is 35 mm and the height is 35 mm. So if you want to install the TL3535, then you must choose this model. Then you can install this aluminum profile in recess mounting type by using the mounting clip. And this is another product catalog of another company, and the company name is Think Max Lighting Company Limited, and they are situated in Shenzhen of China. They have also many dimensions of aluminum profile. They have also named their profile model number according to the dimensional size. This is the 35 mm by 35 mm aluminum profile. They named their profile model is AS3535, and this model is RC5032, and this is for recess type. And if you want 3535 mm size profile to install in recess mounting type, then you must choose this, because the because the outer dimension of this profile is 35 by 35 The next and most important part of a linear LED light is the light source. It is also called LED strip, and the LED strip can be made in two forms: flexible type and the rigid type. There are some examples of LED linear light, and this is the diffuser and this is the LED strip, and this is called the SMD, that means surface mounted device. This is also an example of LED linear light, where this is the LED strip and this is the aluminum profile and this is the diffuser. The flexible LED strips are made by plastic or PVC type material, and there is an adhesive or glue on the back side of the flexible LED strips, by which the strips is set to the aluminum profile. And the rigid type LED strips are made by printed circuit board, that is called PCB, and these types of LED strips are installed on the aluminum profile by using a screw. For making LED strips, the most common and popular SMD model is 2835, and the width and breadth of the LED chip is 2.8 by 3.5 respectively. The model number is chosen from the dimension of the chip, and the model number is chosen as SMD2835. The four main properties of your LED lights are fully depends on your LED strips. These four properties are light color, color rendering index, watt, and lumen. Light color and color rendering index are the basic parameters of LED chip. Before order or buying LED lights, you should check these parameters by yourself. Just ask the model number of the LED chip to your supplier or manufacturer, and then search in Google for detailed datasheet and check. Suppose your manufacturer using BridgeLux SMD2835 for cool white color light with 80 CRI. Then according to your requirements, your supplier offered you SMD2835, and this is the official website of BridgeLux, and BridgeLux can supply you 283530305050, and you need 2835, and by clicking here the datasheets tab, you can get the detailed specification of your chip, that is 2835, and 2835 can give you 0.2 watt, and the color temperature range is 2700 Kelvin to 6500 Kelvin, and you need cool white color, and for cool white color the color temperature is 4000 Kelvin, which is exist between this range, and the CRI is 80, and the lumen is 27 lumen, that is the each chip can create 27 lumen. So if you need 2700 of lumens, then you need 100 pieces of chip per meter. And also if you use 100 pieces of chip and each LED chip has 0.2 watt, so the total watt is 0.2 into 100 equal to 20 watt. So your manufacturer offered you in right way. And by clicking here you can also download the detailed datasheet of 2835, and also you can download the BridgeLux product simulator, by which you can easily find your desired chip model. This is the BridgeLux product simulator, which I have downloaded from the BridgeLux official website, and after unzipping this folder you will get 4 files, and by clicking the BridgeLux SMD product simulator you will get this, and by default the color temperature and the CRI is 4000 Kelvin and 80 CRI. You can change according to your requirement. Suppose if you choose 3500 Kelvin and 80 CRI, then the available model of the chips will appear here. You can also find your desired LED model by entering the milliampere rating of LED chip. By default the value is 60 milliampere. You can change this value. Suppose if you enter 70 milliampere, and then you will get all the LED chips which can carry 70 milliampere of current. Suppose if you enter 900 milliampere, then you will get only one model of LED chip which can carry 9 milliampere of current. You can also search your desired LED chip model by entering the lumens, and by default the lumen is 28, and you can change the value according to your need. The most important parameters are the lumen and watt. So when you buy your LED light, you must check the lumen along with the watt. Two lights having the same watt can produce different lumen of light, and definitely you shall choose the light having more luminous capacity. So when you buy LED light, you must check the luminous efficiency of the light, which is measured by lumens per watt. Bridge lugs also have 0.5 watt and 1 watt version of 2835 SMD. Now you may have a question, why we are not choosing 0.5 watt or 1 watt? Why we are choosing 0.2 watt? Suppose we have 3 LED strips made by 3 different watt version of SMD 2835. In first one, there are total 100 pieces of LED chips per meter, and the total watt is 100 into 0.2 equal to 20 watt. And in second one, each LED chip watt is 0.5 watt, and there are total 40 pieces of LED chip per meter. So the total watt is 40 into 0.5 equal to 20 watt. And in last one, there are total 20 pieces of LED chips, and each chip have 1 watt. So the total watt is 20 into 1, that is 20 watt. But the problem is spot effect of light. The spot effect is highest where we use 20 pieces of LED per meter, and the spot effect is lowest in which we have used 100 pieces of LEDs per meter. And this is a real scenario of a spotlight effect, and you can overcome this problem by using more density of LED chips per meter and by using big depth of LED aluminum profile. Rigid type LED strip is better than flexible type, because rigid type LED strip can be replaced or changed anytime, because the rigid type LED strips are set to the aluminum profile by screw. The third and last part is the LED driver. LED driver takes the 220 volt AC current from the supply line and convert it into DC current for LED chips. Now the question is, which type of driver is better and why? There are two types of driver for LED light: constant voltage driver and constant current driver. Constant voltage driver supply a fixed voltage to LED in a given range of current, where constant current driver supply a fixed level of current to LED in a given range of voltage. But both types of driver have some advantages and some disadvantages. If you use constant voltage driver to operate your LED, you need extra resistor, and for this extra LED the power will be misused. On the other hand, if you use constant current driver, you don't need any extra resistor, so there will be no power misuse. Also, constant voltage driver is not suitable for variable length linear light, where constant current driver is suitable for variable length linear light. In my another presentation, I will show why constant voltage driver is not suitable for variable length linear light. Also, constant voltage driver is not suitable for high power LED, where constant current driver is suitable for both high power and low power LED. This is an example of constant voltage driver. The brand is Meanwell and the model number is LPB6012. 60 is the output watt of this driver and 12 is the output volt of this driver, where 12 is the constant voltage and this sign is for DC voltage, and this is the maximum output current. In details datasheet you can check the current range, and if you multiply voltage into current, then you can get the watt. In this case 12 multiplied by 5 then equal to 60, and 60 is the watt of this driver. And this is the example of constant current driver. The brand of this driver is Meanwell and the model number is APC35500. 35 is the watt of this driver and 500 is the milliampere current rating of this driver, and the output voltage is 70 volt maximum. That means the driver can supply you 70 volt maximum, and the driver will always supply you 500 milliampere of constant current. And in the detailed datasheet you can check the output voltage range. Meanwhile have many official network according to their distribution network over the world. Among these websites, meanwhile.co.uk is the best for choosing your desired model of LED driver. In this website you can choose your product by constant current LED drivers or constant voltage LED drivers. In this website you can search your LED driver according to your specification. Suppose these are constant current LED drivers and these are constant voltage LED drivers. Suppose you need 350 milliampere of constant current driver, then just click here, and these four models are for 350 milliampere of constant current. And if you then click any one, you can get the detailed specification of this driver, and you get that these drivers have also four models: APC 820, APC 8250 to APC 8700. APC 8250 means this is 8-watt driver and supply 250 milliampere of current, and APC 870 means the 8-watt driver and supply 700 milliampere of current. And you also get that the output current is fixed. Suppose for APC 8250 the output current is constant 250 milliampere, and suppose for this driver the output current is 350 milliampere. And look at here, the output voltage is not fixed, the output voltage is varied from 16 to 32, and the output voltage range is different for different model of driver. And by clicking here you can get the PDF format of detailed datasheet of APC series, and this is the PDF version of a specification of APC series. And you also get that the current accuracy is 8%. Actually 8% is the tolerance of this driver. That means the current can be changed to 8% more or less. But this tolerance is not any problem for any LED driver. In this website you can also search your product by typing the model number here. And if you type LPB, then you get all LPB series of drivers. Suppose I am clicking this, and this is the detailed specification of LPB. LPB is constant voltage driver, and you get that for LPB 112 the watt is 100 watt and the voltage is 12 volt. And as it is constant voltage driver, so the voltage is constant and the current is variable, and the current is vary from 0 to 8.5 milliampere. You can also download the PDF version of a specification for LPV series, and this is the downloaded PDF version of a specification of LPV series. And for LPV 105 the tolerance is 8%, and for rest other models of driver the tolerance is 5%. And this tolerance is the main problem for constant voltage driver. If the voltage across the LED is increased by 5%, then the current passing through the LED will be doubled. That's why we need extra resistance with LED to protect our LED from the overcurrent. There are lots of blog pages and websites by which you can learn more about it. And also in internet there are many LED calculator, and in this online calculator you can input your value and then get the solution from these websites. Suppose you are using a 12 volt power supply, and the each LED drops 3 volt, and the each LED current rating is 60 milliampere. That means each LED can pass 60 milliampere of current. And suppose you have only 4 LEDs, and by clicking here you get the circuit, and you observe that you have 4 LEDs having 3 volt, and these 4 LEDs are in series connected. So these 4 LED have 4 into 3 total 12 volt. So you think 4 LED takes 12 volt and your driver supply 12 volt, so you need no resistor. But this website LED calculator advised you to connect a 1 ohm resistor in series with these LEDs. And at last I would like to say that when you buy the LED linear light from your supplier, you must check the LED driver, and at the same time you must check the LED strip. You must check the current and voltage rating of your driver, and you must know the current and voltage rating of your LED strip also, and the current and voltage rating of your driver is fully matched with your LED strip. Otherwise your LED driver or strip will be damaged when you connect it to the power supply.